Hello, parents, guardians, and students. Mr. Vine here with your April admin video note, and we are cruising. I hope everyone had a wonderful and restful spring break. I sure did, and now we are in the final stretch. It is true. Speaking of final stretch, most of you are aware, but graduation is at Snow Park. We're so grateful for our partners, Deer Valley, hosting us, and it's going to be a great event on June 5th to celebrate all of our seniors. They are working so hard down to the final stretch. So what is happening in April into May? This week and next week, our freshmen and sophomores are taking their Aspire tests. Those happen in their science classes, and then next week in their math classes. They just need to show up and give their best effort. Why is it worth doing well on this test? Well, first of all, the Aspire test is written by the ACT, so you're going to get a predictive score on how you're going to do on the ACT, a lot of good feedback. Second of all, most students have the opportunity to improve their grade by taking these tests or get out of a final exam or later project. So you do well on this and you're just done. You don't, you're still going to have to do those things so you can prove proficiency later on, but we want you to knock it out of the park. And then lastly, these are great indicators for us as a school to where we need to provide more support for your student individually, but also the classes as a whole, where the learning gaps occur, and better scores, think better property values. So we want to encourage students to give their absolute best effort on the Aspire exams happening this week and next week in their classes. No special testing scheduled, just show up to your science and math class. And I know the kids are aware of these exams coming up. Then on May 5th, it's a big day. It's the start of AP testing. We know that so many students have been working hard to prepare. It does come with a little added stress, so we want to emphasize sleep, good nutrition, and then just really strong preparation the next 2 weeks, the final 2 weeks before those tests start. And then we do AP testing for 2 weeks. What happens after AP testing? Well, school is still happening and learning is still happening. Attendance is important down the stretch. Parents and guardians, you're going to hear no one's going to school. Well, that is false. Most students are still going to school, but I do realize that come the end of AP testing and even into May, we see attendance slip. We can't finish the year with poor attendance. In fact, how we finish the race is maybe the most important thing. So we're asking you, parents and guardians, to help encourage your students to be here. Important learning still has to take place. This is more than 15% of the school year left. So let's not lose that because of poor attendance. Attendance is so important. And the last thing I want to talk to you about are two of the most important fundraisers happening in our school district. The first is Running with Ed, happening on May 16th. I love Running with Ed. It is such a fun day. You can run, you can walk, you can party, but it is just supporting our students and their learning. The Parkside Education Foundation, and Running with Ed, meaning education. But this is a major fundraiser for the Parkside Education Foundation. And what's incredible about the Parkside Education Foundation is their dollars are truly an exponent on our budget. Whatever they are able to give to, the money goes farther. It impacts learning exponentially because it puts us over the top. And that's why we're so blessed to have the Education Foundation in our district. So if you want to run or if you just want to give, please consider signing up for Running with Ed. I've included the link on the email on how to do that. And then the new foundation, the Go Miners Athletic Foundation. I'm so excited about this and the mission to impact our student athletes. We know that extracurriculars, be it drama, speaking of drama, Crucible play this week. If you don't have anything to do on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday at 7 p.m., come see the Crucible in the Black Box. There's also a 2 p.m. matinee show. It's going to be great. The students have worked hard. Now back to the foundation. They are doing their Pioneer campaign. This is their initial lift, and we need to get them over the hump because this foundation is going to be a game changer for our students because it's going to open up more opportunities for students to participate in extracurricular athletics, reducing fees, increasing participation, and helping us get over the hump on some of our facility needs. So I'm asking you to strongly consider giving to the Go Miners Foundation and their Pioneer campaign, really launching and establishing this foundation as something that can continue and be impactful for our students. I've included the link to the Pioneer Foundation. You donate over $1,000, you get your name on a plaque for the Dozier Legacy Walkway. That's their first lift. But again, this is about reducing fees and helping us get off the ground for some of our major projects. So please consider donating to these incredible causes. They both impact students so much, and just grateful for the parents and the leadership of those foundations and keeping them move forward to make a difference in our students' lives. I'm excited. It's April. It's going to go quickly down the stretch. Your attendance is important. There's great spring sports happening. The Crucible is happening. So much to do down the stretch. Let's finish strong and celebrate our seniors on June 5th. We'll see you all again in May. And as always, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you.